What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Z Podcast. When I say P, I mean profit. When I say S, I mean seal. You dig it what I'm saying, baby? Now let's keep it moving. Follow the fun way. You dig it? Bienvenue in Podcast Z, man. Welcome to the Z Podcast. When I say S, I mean profit. When I say P, I mean profit. When I say S, I mean seal. You dig it what I'm saying, baby? Now let's keep it moving. Follow the fun way. You dig it? And what today we're gonna talk about is humility. We're going to talk about humility, right? Humility and gratitude. You have to show gratification towards the things that you care about. You have to show gratitude towards the things you care about. You have to show approval towards the things you care about. And there's a higher source in us, there's a higher power over us, right? So we get things in life. Depending on how we get it, we get it through the other way. We get it by having an ego, and we try to bulldoze anybody in our way to get what we want. That's one way to go about it. Or you could choose the humility route, the route where you stay patient, you stay disciplined, and you show gratitude for what you currently have, even if it's not what you want, right? Even if it's not what your situation may not be what you exactly want in this moment right now. But showing gratitude or humility in your current situation will transform and get you somewhere eventually. I'm not saying that you should think that what you have is you should settle for it. You don't have to settle for that. God didn't say we got to settle for things in life. You do not have to lower your self respect to settle for something that you think and believe and deserve, right? So, what I would say is, me personally, I've choose humility. I've choose to show gratitude just for having a glass of water, because there was times when I couldn't have nothing to drink. It was times like, I'm gonna be out of story time. Like when I was young, I went through um I went through some things like homelessness when I was young, like 19, right? And I say all this to say, not having your basic needs met, when you don't have nothing for so long, you show gratitude for the little stuff. I don't care what it is. You could be a person who has it all in the world, but if you don't know how to show gratitude or humility towards any of the things you have in your life or achieve or accomplish, then most likely you're not going to see the value in it, and it's going to depreciate over time, which means you're not going to care about it. And what happens when we deal with people that don't care about things? They're reckless. They're, you know, not being mindful of their choices and decisions. So and that all goes back to the ego. You can be a person who chooses your ego, and you can let your ego do the talking, which most likely means burn bridges along the way. You're going to have to burn bridges along the way. You're going to have to, a lot of bridges don't have to be burnt. If you're able to think past your fear, think past your limited mind, think past the hunger. We have a hunger in our stomach. We get a response in our body that lets us know when we're hungry, and we get a cue for it. But if you're not able to think past your hunger, and all you can think about is the food and the hunger, then you're not gonna make it out here in this world. Because if you're not able to show humility for what you currently have and think past your current situation, then you don't have control of your mind. What are you doing? You in your ego because you might think that's not how the situation should go. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that people don't level up through their ego, because yes, they do. People do level up through their ego. There's people right now who never probably had their ego deflated or taken down, and that's okay. But everybody gets theirs when it's time to get theirs, because karma comes back around. It always does. So, with that being said, you, my friend, family, love, light, whatever you want to say, you need to make sure you are showing gratitude for what you currently have. I don't care if it's a new pair of underwear because you ain't have any in a minute. I don't care what it is. Socks. Show humility towards the things you currently have, because it will transform you. And when you do it consistently, you'll thank me later. I share.